broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. A swing pass caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Beathard. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Beathard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw is Beathard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, 319, 319. No, check, Patriot. Leopard. Now, let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, watch it now, Barney.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. No, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now. Look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Lucky 56. Set. Watch it now, Marty. Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Over. Detroit. Gone. No. Detroit.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Back to throw Beathard. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Oakland. 61 yards. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. that was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Off often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shaq Thompson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
No, check. Patriot. Leopard. Back Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back Philly. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's Beathard to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Peterson. Fights loose. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards.
Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Let's go! Green, 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Panthers don't have much to hang their hat on after the first half. The Raiders took control of the game, and unless something drastic changes, it seems like they might be able to coast to victory. All right, let's roll the highlights. Raiders opening drive. The long ball will find its mark here, and this play goes for a score. Raiders on offense. First quarter winding down. The pass will be completed to the sidelines. Raiders now later on the drive. Completion will be made here to a wide open man. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 11. Panthers with it down early in the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Raiders defense forces the turnover. Now following the interception, run play coming up here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 18. First and 10, the pass is completed into tight coverage, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD. That takes the lead up to 25. Late in the second, the pass will be completed into coverage, and after the short pass, he'll score. Raiders way out in front. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you up to North Carolina for the second half with Brandon and Charles. Gents.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The second quarter score from KC, an early lead in that game for the Falcons. Derek Carr leading the way offensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll throw here. Beathard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hands.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here's Beathard to throw, and it's complete. Henry, and he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing deep for Galladay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Detroit. Gone. Leopard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll set up a throw, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. A big hit. knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying.
And the Raiders have got him. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Henry's got it out on the left side. The 30, 10, and he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2nd and goal from the 7. Again, McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now let's go.
Beathard. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 20. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Leopard, gone. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And we're back now in Charlotte. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 11 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hurry up, gone. Back there to that Philly. All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, 2 more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now look at Detroit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Hurry up, here we go. 3 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Peterson. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And
this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. To throw is Beathard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Beathard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
To throw is Beathard. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Defense showing blitz. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, the train